Hello there guys, welcome to the channel, and today let's talk about the clones a bit. First off, which one is your favorite, Rex or Fives? Let us know down in the comments, and the one with the most likes will get pinned. Now, I know we all love the clones, kinda. I mean, the Clone Wars series made us fall in love with them. Before that, clones were virtually nothing. Except for Fordo in the cartoon series and then Cody in Revenge of the Sith. Other than that, we didn't really get to know or relate to these clones much. But then one day, something magical happened. The Clone Wars series started, and although it had a rocky start back then, it quickly came to become a cult classic. Partly why we are getting a new season right now is that people feel so nostalgic when the Clone Wars are mentioned. Everyone loved it through and through, and so when it was cancelled so abruptly, it left a hole in the Star Wars universe. Now, we finally get a beacon of hope with this new Season 7, and with that said, you know what we never got to see is the public perception of the clones. What the Republic and its people thought of these clone troopers and their clone army. Can you imagine our reaction if suddenly there was an unknown clone army out of the blue is here to help you? Well, needless to say, the start wasn't that great either in the Galactic Republic. Even though the clones were relatively new to the scene, the clone troopers quickly established themselves as the essential backbone of the Galactic Republic. They basically fought to protect their freedom. You can question the Grand Army all you want, but to anyone who was entrenched in battle, it was almost immediately apparent that even the Jedi Council had a limited number of Jedi, and no amount of civilian soldiers could provide the kind of military support that the clones could. We know that they were bred for the sole purpose of fighting and dying for the Republic, and so because of this fact, many throughout the galaxy, including the public itself, believed that the clones were just like the battle droids, empty and artificial beings that were just without feelings and with no mind and free will, only to be killed in battle. But as the war waged on, and as millions of clones continued to lay down their lives for the citizens they had sworn to protect and the Jedi they followed with faith and to the point of death, then public sentiment for the clones started to grow, and many liberal reforms were introduced so that the clones could be treated like men and not like expendable machines or droids. At the height of the Clone Wars, the clone army that spawned from the legendary Jango Fett proved time and again that although they were an army of one man, it was the right man for the job. The people loyal to the Republic saw them as a symbol of hope. In the Clone Wars series, we see that the Jedi cared for them and saw them as brothers in arms, and the clones themselves began to believe their closely guarded suspicion that maybe they were indeed sentient beings and not just soulless machines with no purpose other than to die in battle. One of these examples of free will, sort of, was Cut Lawquane. Like all other clone troopers, Cut Lawquane was a clone that was bred on the watery world of Kamino. Shortly after the Battle of Geonosis, though, the first battle of the Clone Wars, Lawquane was on board a transport along with several other clone troopers. At that moment, two separatist gunships attacked the transport, crashing it and proceeding to eliminate any surviving clones. Lawquane, realizing there was no chance of survival if he stayed with his fellow soldiers, proceeded to escape. Lawquane eventually met Sue, a female Twi'lek, whom he fell in love with and married. Afterwards, he became an adoptive father of 2 children, and the 4 of them continued to live on together in the Outer Rim planet of Seleucami, where they maintained a farm together. The public would not learn about this special case, but it shows their individuality, and that is what the galaxy wanted to believe as the war went on. So how did you react if a clone army just suddenly appeared and started fighting for Earth? Leave your thoughts down below, guys. Let's see if you belong in the Star Wars universe. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up and hit that bell to get notified the moment a video is up. Have an awesome day, my friends, and may the Force be with you always.